Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Mike Kelly, and we are Real Estate Jerky Daily.
Daily.
And if you hear any news, sorry, they're finally doing the streets. It's only taken them 14 years.
Since Measure L was passed. Yeah, we're getting to it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of streets in Modesto.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it'd be nice if they could, take care of the trees.
Well, I parked around the corner, and of course, they've got the side street. What is that street? But anyway, they've got that all newly slurry sealed. And no, is that Insulin?
Which one you talking about? The one you parked on?
The one I parked on.
I couldn't tell you. I don't.
Of course, somebody ran out of gas, and they spilled looks like about 4 gallons of gas on the road right there, and it's eating away the slurry seal. And I'm just like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Oops, well, I said fucking.
Yeah, that's it. We're no longer a child's show.
Nope, no more. I can't imagine. Mom, Real Estate Jerky. So can you put it on?
Hey, are you knocking it? What's your problem?
No, I'm not knocking it.
All right, so over the weekend, we went up to
Cold Springs,
which is our cabin, and it was nice up there. Not a lot of people. Went to the lake on Friday early, and there was like hardly anybody there.
Yeah,
and there is actually a thing on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. to go up there and listen to the political people, sheriff, the county person,
cool.
and everything to talk about what the plan is, because everybody's complaining how busy it is and that. And I'm like, the easiest way to fix that is charge.
Yeah.
Just charge for entrance fee, and it'll cut it in half.
It'll slow it down incredibly.
Yeah, because people just come here because there's
it's free.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a lake.
Yeah. So maybe you have to, pay to come in for a day pass.
You don't even have to pay for parking, do you?
You don't pay nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, what they should do is make it to where you have to pay, but the local people who have houses in
Cold Springs
and around there,
yeah,
they don't have to pay. They just have to show their whatever that they have access to,
their mailing address,
something,
or a piece of mail.
But it was nice, and it's nice that kids are back in school. Are going to be.
Yeah, today's the first day for a lot of kids.
Yep.
Some people, I guess, their kids went back Thursday.
I guess. Yeah.
It always blew me away when we go back to school Thursday. You go Thursday, Friday, and then there would be a 3-day weekend. I'm like, why don't we just start on Tuesday?
Because I
remember so many days.
We didn't start till September,
right?
And we didn't get out until June.
Yeah, just before Father's Day and just after Labor Day, right?
Right. But back then, the teachers didn't have as much breaks away from the kids.
True.
Now they have everything. But I mean, I would not want to be a teacher.
No.
But let's get on to the news. All right. So inventory is up 9,000.
$9,000. Wow.
Woo, not $9,000. 9,000.
$9,000. No, I know what you're saying. Don't say grand because people are going to equate it with dollars.
Exactly.
Okay, 9,024 new listings nationwide.
Yes.
This market is turning around. It looks like a bubble.
That's well, we're 692,752. That's still half of what we normally have at this time.
Right.
There's not much news today, but it starts tomorrow. We have small business optimism index coming out. PPI, producer price index, tomorrow.
PPI
Wednesday is mortgage application, and CPI, consumer price index. It's going to tell us where the inflation is.
Yep.
Some of the people who are part of the Fed, are saying that they think the unemployment is over exaggerated right now. It's
really
not as bad as it really is.
They're playing it off.
Yes, a lot of them are.
Huh.
Yes. So again, nobody really knows where we're going with this.
So we don't know if in September we're going to get a 50-point reduction.
Do we ever know until they do?
No.
Yeah, because and if they don't, they're probably going to do a quarter just in case. Because they'd rather, because if they don't do anything and then they mess up, it's going to get really bad.
Yeah. So that sounds like maybe they do a quarter for kicks and giggles.
Well, before it was showing half was going to be at 99%, but we've given back in the market a lot over the last week. We're currently at 3.92, where the lowest we saw in the last week or so was 3.62, 3. We were that low.
Yeah.
And you're seeing a lot of people throwing really low rates out there. So again, like we talked about in the last couple of weeks,
look at the APR.
Look at the APR. Having to explain how many points is in that transaction and an actual origination points are in the transaction, because could be where the major numbers are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what it's really going to cost you to do it.
That is correct. What do you got? It's not all about me.
You know, again, there were tons of open houses this weekend. I talked to a couple agents. They put some people into contract over the weekend. About 4 agents put people into contract over this weekend, which is pretty darn good for Stanislaus County. Things are picking up a little bit. They slowed down, the first week where people were starting to think about, I'm going back to school. It looked like it slowed down all over the county. Everything was kind of slow, except for like Target and wherever else you go buy kids back to school clothes. I think it's going to be a good week this week.
So they really do. All the old backpacks are going, oh, you don't get to go anymore. Have you seen that commercial?
No.
Has a backpack on the bed, and it's all got a face sad as she gets her new backpack.
Oh, it no longer gets to go to school because she got a new one.
No, yeah, the old one doesn't. All right, so I had my first virtual closing this weekend.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So they did it through Zoom, and when the clients sign up and go in, then they send you an email. You can join. I didn't because I didn't see the email till later, and that was the only downside. But that's pretty cool because they didn't have to have a notary come to the house. They did it through Zoom, and that is the way it's going.
What did they do? What did they have them do to confirm identity?
Probably driver's licenses.
Okay.
Yeah, like they normally do anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's
That's what
just
they do
done
in Virginia. It looks pretty simple.
Huh?
That's what they do in Virginia.
Yeah, well, they do it a lot of places. This was done because it was a refinance, and the way the system was set up, I had to go virtual. They were not going to do any other way.
Yeah.
The positive thing is the stuff's already been uploaded before this morning, and it's ready to go to close on Wednesday.
That's cool.
And that's not knocking any escrow title companies out there local. I'm just saying it was just a unique situation where when it went to docs 2 hours later, they had it ready to go. And they said, okay, they sent an email to the client saying, okay, they can pick a time. So they click on it. And I got to talk to them today to see how that went. I think that still needs some little help and massaging, but I'll get there.
And it was a Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think during the week it'll be easier because more people work during the week.
Right.
And you can use the same Zoom, husband and wife, or you can do separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because at first I thought you had to have your own
separate terminal.
Yeah, but I guess not.
Cool.
Not this one.
Cool.
What else was there to talk about? Oh, I was asked to look at a property to see if you can get a conventional loan on it, because conventional will let you get away with a lot of stuff. And it'll say whether it's subject to or as is. You wanted to say as is, because that one property we did that purchase, that one garage, how dry rotted that was.
Yeah.
That was as is. That wasn't subject to, which means it had been repaired. Well, this particular house, all the cabinets didn't have their doors, no drawers. So you got to have at least that, all right, in the kitchen.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be beautiful tile, beautiful countertops, but it has to have that.
Okay.
The shingle should not be falling off the roofs. That's a key there.
Yeah.
If you have where you can actually see the shingles moved over because they're not hooked up very well, that's another
they're
no.
blowing up. They're blowing off the roof.
Yeah. So that's another no. Garage door halfway broken. That might be something you have to fix.
The vehicle door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but I mean, overall, this is definitely a house that'd be someone come in and tear it up and flip it.
A good flip.
Yeah, because it was at one time it had to be a beautiful house, because you just from one side you look at it going, this is a nice house. Has a pool up a little bit. This was up in Tuolumne County.
Right.
And it was nice overall, but it just, when people don't take care of their place for years and years and years, there's a lot of deferred maintenance.
Right.
And that deferred maintenance can add up. And that's what it can. And I'm like, okay, it's going to take at least $30,000 to get this ready to get a loan on it.
Wow. And that's why, and they need the money to be able to get a loan, right?
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a rental for a very long time and they don't live there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about being an absentee owner, living elsewhere, not having people drive by, not knowing the condition of the property, or maybe not even caring until it's too late,
Right. I mean, I looked at our roof on our cabin. We got to replace it, which we'd known that for a while. It's not leaking, but it's at that point. And that's the plan over the next year, to do that and finally do the deck.
Get all that deferred maintenance taken care of. The deck.
Yeah.
The deck.
Always an issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, there's a bunch of stuff, when they did the back deck, they did it a long time ago. So it's not, the beams are not centered the way it should be today. Right.
Right.
It
different construction standards.
Yeah. So, and I also want to have a way to go down off the back deck, not have to go back through the house and go around and go down.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. So there's just a bunch of stuff like that.
So if the house caught fire and you were on the deck, the only way to get out of there would be
no, there's one side this way or jump over the side this way.
Jump over the side, yeah.
But you go on the other side.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just one of those things that we didn't want to deal with for a while.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And but we knew when we bought it, and the biggest problem up there, for some reason, they don't understand that when you put deck against the house, you put this thing called flashing.
Oh yeah, the flashing part.
And it's not the flashing that I like.
Yeah, no.
As long as she's good looking.
Yeah, well,
and my wife.
Sometimes, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and it seems like that's the standard operation up there.
Because we want to come back and redo the siding.
Yeah, which my buyer did. He redid the siding afterwards, but we got a huge credit for it. The flashing is so easy to do prior to.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's what someone else told me when I first, but I could see that there was, and the problem is this is on the west-south side. So, I mean, it's shaded all the time.
Oh,
so when the snows, it just sits. And I was like, why don't you just leave a gap, in between the house and the deck, and then you wouldn't have to flash it. It would just go down.
Yeah. There would be air circulation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably something to do with it, falling over.
Well, no, you could just put two beams on, 2 posts on all the way down. It's extra money, but it would save the house.
Yeah. Strap it somehow.
I saw an article, and I know you work for Remax, but they were talking about because of the drop in amount of real estate agents still in the business, that Remax is really looking at how they're going to do their business going forward. And I think that's not just picking on Remax. I'm just thinking that was just the article.
Probably every big broker is.
I think the way how people get paid, everything else going forward, there's going to be some changes how things are, because we needed less agents in the industry.
Well, and I think you're going to see natural attrition. Those agents that do 1 or 2 deals a year are probably just going to become referral agents. I'm going to refer this to you. You get 25% of whatever the gross commission is that the referred agent receives, and live your life and be happy. But us that are doing the trainings and learning how to do things that have always been here, always been a possibility of doing, but we just didn't do it. Now we're forced to. Those agents are gonna go, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I saw one Alvina's post about people being frustrated about the changes and all that. It's like, but that's how you get people out,
right? Yeah, bye-bye now.
Yeah, it's like, because I mean, if you're not going to go through training, I don't want you with my clients. If you don't understand the stuff, I don't want you. Just like I don't want a loan officer working on a transaction that has no idea what they're doing.
Yeah. And what is today? Today's the 10th, right?
12th.
Today is the 12th. Today.
August 12th. According to my calendar, I don't know where you were 2 days ago, but
well, it was the 10th 2 days ago, and I think I'm just going to live that through the rest of the week because we didn't have to change over. But now is the drop dead changeover date for us. Your MLS will no longer be presenting the offer and compensation in the listing anymore. As of today. Yeah, what? And we got a comment.
Oh, no, we don't. Move away. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. No payment before.
Okay. That's probably a real estate agent who's not making it anymore. So
I think I went to work for AT&T selling gigahertz. It's just interesting. Now you really have to pay attention to what you're doing. And luckily, we've been doing trainings like crazy for the months prior to this, and you still have access to these trainings via the internet.
Yeah. Don't worry. They won't be making those comments anymore. They're blocked. Okay. That's easy to do. And, just focus on business and go get your clients. Don't worry about everything else. I'll work out eventually.
Yep.
Rates are going to continue to go down over time, and we're going to get busier again.
Right.
So you need to have systems in place for that. And maybe it's time to get an assistant.
Well, yeah. And you should always know your contract.
Yeah. But I mean, or, make sure you have a good TC to fix everything.
And you should know your contract.
And have a good TC to fix everything.
I know. I get what you're saying. And you should know your
Because
contract.
not everybody is good. Salespeople are horrible with paperwork.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy that my industry has changed so much that it is so easy for us to do the transaction for our side, me, that I can get my clients to fill out all their information. We move it over, boom, bam, slam, blam, thank you, ma'am, and we're off to the races. It's just so much easier now, and we can do it so much faster now.
Right.
If I can do a VA loan in 9 days, that tells you how fast this industry
and
really
efficient
is.
the industry is too.
And it needs to be there. You need your systems in place, and you need to get them going, because it's going to get busy. It's going to change. We're at that point.
I've already seen an uptick. So,
well, I mean, we're seeing a little bit more inventory, but what I mean is we're just not going to have enough inventory yet.
Right.
We need more inventory, and so that we can get more people into homes.
Yeah, I think we have plenty of buyers. And I'm not knocking them. We just need more houses. You have 527 of them broke ground. They don't have any wood or anything like that out there, but
you can't break.
They're putting in.
They can't break that much ground at one time.
Yeah,
they break like 10 at a time.
Yeah. Happy Monday, fellas. There we go. There's a real comment.
I don't see.
Hey,
that's
good morning, Alvina.
Yep,
one of the smarter people in the world.
She's the best.
She is. So I always appreciate her insights
and what she's doing for you guys.
The industry. She's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There should be more of her.
There aren't. Oh, did we get? Look at we got.
She got you a little. My rants.
Face.
Yes. Well, we need you to rant, because somebody's got to.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be out there changing the industry and making it better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And waking people up.
Yeah. Because I mean, there's just too many people who just go through it so quickly.
Yeah. Well,
what are you going to do?
I remember, what was it, 1988, 89, when the market was just going gangbuster. I remember a seasoned agent said, we will never see $100 per square foot on homes ever again. This is just outrageous how high these property values have gone up. And now we're like 345.
Well, it was back in
360. I know, but the market was on fire. And the amount of agents that got into the business, even after the market was, how you say, turning to not as busy a market, there's like a 3-year lag where people are, okay, now I'm finally going to get my real estate license and I'm going to make so much money. And then they enter the market and they're like, but there's no business. That's what I did.
Well, yeah, but this is what I was going to say. Yeah, but back in like the 1800s, there was a guy that said where they do the, what's those plans you do when you're trying to build something, and you're trying to get it to where people can't steal your plans about it. Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
The white paper?
No, we'll move on.
Okay.
It must be a Monday. I must have had too much fun this weekend.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, make it a great day. Thanks for being here, Mike. Thank you for everybody who joined us. If you need anything at all, reach out. And again, thank you for being here.
You're going to be solo the rest of the week. So sorry.
Even Friday?
We start coming back on Friday.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, Mister. Yeah. I'll be back Friday.
Well, Thursday. I will be back Friday, but I thought
we
were leaving Thursday.
I know you always have no idea what you're doing, so that's why I told you to have your wife tell me where you're going and when you're going.
I'll have her start emailing you.
Thanks. All right, so I'll be here tomorrow to give you the updates, and again, it'll just be the facts, just the facts,
nothing but the facts.
That's right. All right, make it a great day.
Bye.